We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give is to Williams. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Virginia will call its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second and long here.
Wilson.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Just barely got rid of it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Runs through the tackle. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Iron!
2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He's changing the play.
Wilson, hey, Wilson! Go, idiot!
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. And the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath him and missed out on a big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun on third down, Holstein finds his man. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Play action on first down. In traffic, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
The run inside. It's Danzy. Defense all over him.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Left side is Simmons. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Eli Holstein to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Out wide left, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cavaliers want to move quickly. They'll go with a direct snap. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff again. Sees an alley. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sells to fake. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. There he goes. He's got the 1st down. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hits inside, it's Lewis. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Right at the line. And they'll get nothing going on this one either. At least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Fourth down, Holstein. Escapes the pressure to his right. Crosses the 45. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Holstein. Caught. At the 35, he's loose. A lot of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to Joyner. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the move. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Complete on the left to Williams. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Lewis. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's Holstein to throw. Move to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
And You get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Calls his own number. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. In the backfield, it's Coleman Williams. Makes the tackle. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing, Holstein. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brains so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're all over it. Left side is Lewis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Turns up, it's Lewis. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, it's Lewis. Driven back.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Breaks the tackle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Eli Holstein to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Swats it away.
Got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Carter.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handed it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. Got him right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Holstein pulls it in. It's Lewis. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Lewis. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Here's Holstein to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Eli spinning it again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a third down play. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. looking to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
Using his legs, it's Sticky. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Now, check. Roman. Replace.
Back to pass. It's Hammond. Gonna let it fly. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing, Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
In the gun on 3rd down, here's Holstein. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, Holstein. Looking left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Out wide right, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Danzy. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Carter. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Right back to the well. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Virginia will call its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Eli Holstein to throw. Rushes on. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Unloads it left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Holstein from the gun on third down. Unleashes one. Left side is Abdullah. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like